Hey, what up guys, Mitsuownes. In today's video, to talk about the PSVR headset and something you should avoid to prevent it from breaking. So over the years, I've learned quite a sheer bit of do's and don'ts so you don't break the headset. Mind you, this is my second one. I learned it the hard way, if you will. So back in the day, like over a year ago, I think, I talked about the cable and talked about how you should never allow it to twist and turn, especially when it comes to the middle part or the part that goes into the connector box. However, this one is about the end that goes into the headset itself. So when resting, when I don't play with the headset, when resting the headset, I usually put it either on my couch or on my table. Now take a close look and tell me if you can see anything funny going on here. Don't pay attention to the headset itself, just watch the end of the cable and tell me if you see some red flags there. Well, if you couldn't see it yourself, the end of the cable is stretching in a very uncomfortable position. Now, why is this important? In my case, for example, because of the position of the cable, it's exposed to way too much pressure. If this is happening for too long, the cable could end up getting permanently damaged. And since it's not the easiest thing to replace, you could end up breaking the whole thing, which is not what we are trying to do. So you could end up saying like it's not a big deal how we place the headset when putting it down, but realistically, this is the most fragile part of the headset. I mean, if this is gone, even the repair costs are off the charts. You could end up like just buying a new one if you don't have the replacement cable, which you don't easily get from Sony, and have the ability to do this yourself. It's just a pain to deal with, so better watch out when it comes to the cable. So what do we do to conquer this? How do we place it when we are not playing? Now, solution one would of course be by a stance, just one of those heads that you can just pull it through and pull it over and just be done with it. But you know me, I like it convenient and I like it cheap. I like it free, actually. So how do we do this? Very, very simple. All we need to do is simulate the natural position of the cable. When we play, the cable is obviously hanging, so it's pointing downwards. How do we do this? When putting down the headsets, all we have to do is take a few inches off the cable, pull it under the headset and rest it that way. If we do it like this, there is little to absolutely no stress on the cable whatsoever. My boys, as always, safety first. You don't want to lose your headsets because of an oversight like this. And once again, this part is so fragile, the end of it, that it doesn't need any more pressure to be applied to it, especially over the weeks, months, years. Just laying there with the pressure on it doesn't need to be happening, so watch out. You don't want to break it, even though PSVR 2 is probably coming, but you don't want to break it like this, so close for the other headset, hopefully to be released very soon. But with that being said, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Mitsuownes signing out. Peace.